Bon après-midi à tous. Good afternoon, good day. It all depends with your time zone. So today we have Mr. Kaluw here. We're going to do a bit of a questionnaire. It's about the Trailblazer Spotlight. So we're going to start off by asking him to introduce himself. Can you please tell us your full name?
My name is Peter Kaluw, and I'm originally from the DRC. I live in Johannesburg.
Okay, Mr. Kaluw, can you please tell us your profession and business name? What exactly do you do?
I'm a professional engineer, electromechanics, and I work for Peter's Hydraulic Services as a director.
Okay, and sector of work?
I do work in engineering, specialized in hydraulics. So hydraulics is we do repair and manufacturing of hydraulic system. Thank you.
Okay, you mentioned how many years have you been in South Africa? Can you please just give us a bit of your journey living in South Africa?
I've been in South Africa for the last 25 years, since year 2020, coming from Lubumbashi. I did my study at the University of Lubumbashi as a chemical engineer, converted into South Africa as a mechanical engineer. I did my studies at the University of South Africa and at the University of Johannesburg. And been living in Pietermaritzburg for many years before I moved to Johannesburg in 2016, where I started my own business. Spent a lot of time working for ABDA Cables in Pietermaritzburg, where I was a process engineer, I was a dash shop foreman, and I was a maintenance manager. Thank you.
What inspired your journey as a Congolese entrepreneur or professional in Johannesburg?
I started entrepreneurship in 2016 when I was tired and exhausted of working for the same company. Remember, I've worked for ABDA Cable for the last 14 years. To me, it was the routine, it was the tiredness, and I was kind of the same money, and I decided to do entrepreneurship because I wanted to take a risk to start up a project and to make money. ABDA Cables kept me 14 years on the same job, same routine, so my inspiration to do entrepreneurship was more of discovering new things, taking new risks, and doing my life on the next level.
What would you say are the challenges that shaped your growth in the diaspora?
Being in the diaspora as a foreign, first of all, it's a big challenge because we've been discriminated in all aspects in terms of an entrepreneur in South Africa as a diaspora is not easy because the competition is hard and local people, white, black, Indians, they take advantage to set us aside, but that ask us to work harder, to work double, to work more to overcome the situation.
As a Congolese, what inheritance would you say influenced your work or identity?
As a Congolese, we work hard generally. Being in a foreign country make us to double our effort. So as an heritage, Congolese man naturally is a hard worker. Thank you.
As a hardworking man, how do you give back to the community? How do you connect with the community? In general, we're talking about the Congolese community. How do you give back to your local, being it local or globally?
Look, I'm a very passionate person with education. I love studies. I love training the guys. I teach. So as an heritage, Congolese man naturally is a hard worker. Thank you.
As a hardworking man, how do you give back to the community? How do you connect with the community? In general, we're talking about the Congolese community. How do you give back to your local, being it local or globally?
Look, I'm a very passionate person with education. I love studies. I love training the guys. At PHS, as I said earlier on, we do repair, manufacturing of hydraulic components. So my dream, my vision of PHS was to empower young people, young engineers. I've got lots to give to the young engineers. So I have a passion in teaching, I have a passion on training, so I empower, I train, I bring in young people, train them, and set them free to get job to different companies. So speaking about training, I've trained so many people who occupy the position currently in different companies.
As we all know, we are in the month of June. Obviously, we will be celebrating the DRC's 65th independence. So, looking at all these years, what does the 65th independence means to you personally?
Thank you for that good question. It's a little bit of disappointment as a Congolese. After half of a century plus 15 years, we didn't manage to take off our country. We're still battling with politics, with the economy, with our social life. The condition of our country is not up to date. So to me, it's a time of reflection rather than festivities. To me, it's a time we think again how to improve the condition of our roads, our infrastructures, our social, our economy. So to me, the 65th anniversary of our country is kind of a time to reflect, a time to look back, a time to pause, and a time to think deeper how we're gonna bring this company, this country to the next level in terms of economy, in terms of infrastructure.
Thank you for that. How do you see entrepreneurship shaping the future of the DRC?
Entrepreneurship cannot shape the future of the DRC. We need a good governance, we need a good government, we need good leadership than entrepreneurship, because defining entrepreneurship is like creating job by taking risk and make profits. So to me, I'm rather focused on leadership than entrepreneurship. Unfortunately, I don't see how entrepreneurship can shape the future of our country.
We have young people who are aspiring to do entrepreneurship, to go in the business industry. So what advice would you give those young people who are out there hungry, aspire to do great in entrepreneurship?
I will encourage young people to do entrepreneurship. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, a lot of focus as well. Entrepreneurship is a risk. You need to take up a risk by venturing into new things, which you're not too sure if they'll come right or not. So to me, I encourage young people to do so.
And do you have any quote that you have walk with your life, or a message that you would like to share for the Congo as a 65th independence?
Yes, it's about hard work, discipline, honesty, and all those values to bring the country to the next level.
That's it for the end of our video. We'll check it.